Juneteenth. So, 7 years after Black people struck oil, they had a celebration for Juneteenth. Now, when we read this, I want to know if this is the kind of Juneteenth you might be attending. Can I get a reader? Go for it.
62 years of freedom be celebrated at Blackdom. 19th, our 62nd Juneteenth anniversary is scheduled to arrive at Blackdom, Chavez County, New Mexico on Sunday, June 19th, 1927. On that day, it is being arranged to have, instead of a jazz band to furnish music, a well-trained choir to sing the choices of our plantation melodies, as well as some of the latest Negro spirituals.
Okay, so that sounds like one of the Juneteenths you going to? No? Okay.
It's written by the
jazz band, like there's literally a jazz.
Instead of the jazz band.
Instead of.
Right.
Go ahead. This is the jazz age. Remember, this is the Harlem Renaissance.
There will be preaching, of course, whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
That means, by the very nature of the thing, that there will be no booze in 3 miles.
Now, let me explain this 3 mile thing, and I can show you on the Google Earth, but 3 miles away was Mittie Moore. She was the largest single land owner in Blackdom and the largest investor in the Blackdom Oil Company. Madam, she was bootlegger, gunslinger. Now, I'm gonna give you to this. 1917, World War I. Mittie is on trial for attempted murder of her fiance. He comes into her speakeasy, talking mess. So she pulls out her revolver and hit him with two bullets, 2 holes. Put the holes through his coat. Didn't touch him. On trial for attempted murder. And get
Have you had the land titles run out for oil and gas?
So here's the deal. In 2021, the elder contacted us and said, "Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to hear what you're doing and your work. I'm tired of hearing about those lawyers. I'm glad you're finally talking about other families." So she was just so excited to connect with Dr. Nelson's work, and she said, "I need your help. I'm getting old. I've been paying taxes for 30 plus years, and I need to convince my cousins and the younger generation that it's important for them to maintain that and to work with Dr. Nelson to get our legacy established." So they didn't know. They've been for 3 generations. They've been building their own generational wealth in other states, right? So they're all over the country.
But to prove up your claim, you have to run the land titles out from the inception of title, usually from
They're
the
in the
land
process
patent
of
to the
doing all
present.
that kind of stuff.
I know wherever I speak, I'm an attorney, land title specialist. in oil and gas. I have worked Chaves County.
Oh, we need to talk
Then
to
we
you.
need to talk to you.
Yeah, you're about to be a superstar. No, I'm not. Okay, let me give you an idea of how superstar you are. Okay, so we at the back of the room, everybody look. Right there is Zoe Colfax. Okay, she is a Yale undergraduate doing a documentary on this thing that we're describing. So you will be important to the family figure some things out, like this Nike missile site. So remember I told you about Mitty Moore and her land? Right. Okay. 3 miles away. See how far it is? Wait, let me show you. 3 miles is exactly 3 miles away
So
from.
let's complete that, afrofrontier.com. You go to our website, you sign up for our newsletter.
Or you can put your name on the
Google.
list in the back.
Okay, let me show you the digital colonization real quick. Google Afro Frontier. Now, if you Google this right now, it is going to change your life forever. I mean that. It will change your life forever. Google it. Now, if you have pencil and paper, it's okay. If you were born in the late 1900s, that's okay. If you were born in the 21st century, I expect you to Google Afro Frontier. Now, if you Googled Afro Frontier, you find something, just me. Why? Because I created the term. I coined the term, copywrote the term, trademarked the term. I think you get the picture. Make sure you buy the t-shirt. Because this is how we support our institution. I haven't been able to fully take this information and put it into a university as a professor and develop it like that, but we're doing it outside. And that's why I was mentioning Zoe back there, because she's gonna help us to put the word out. Now, many more, okay, we'll end here, or I can keep, trust me, I can keep going, but if y'all wanna stay, we can. Many more, 3 miles away, that's what that ad was talking about, okay? This is her land. Right now, it's Southwind Dairy, okay? But the person she committed attempted murder against had a homestead right next to her. Yeah. And this is her land too. So you can see it here. These words are too big, so you can't really see. But smaller. You get the picture. Okay, and then we're going to go to this first one here. So this was the first one for Frank Boyer. He homesteaded in Dexter first, okay, 1907, right? Pecos River, Jim Crow line, just outside of it. So he knew exactly where he was. And bye. See you later. And so this was his promised land. It has trees and everything. It looks a little bit different than Blackdom itself, right? So he made about $12,000, and that $12,000 back then is what? A couple $100,000 today? It's like $1 million? It's like $1 million, right? Something like that. It's almost $1 million. He used that in order to fund building up of Blackdom and housing people who came in as migrants, right? So, thoughts, feelings?
That's the symbol.
I'm glad you asked. So I use the Eye of Horus because of the philosophical understanding that if you cut your brain in half, you end up with something that looks like the Eye of Horus. And in the middle of it is what, Glenn? And isn't that supposedly where the consciousness is? Okay. So do you see anything behind the Eye of Horus? Do you see anything? See, it's kind of like when I look at you, I don't see anything behind, right? But what is the difference between you standing there now and you getting hit by a bus right out there? Your body's still there. I can still see you, but the light is gone, right? So inside of the Eye of Horus, do you see anything now? What do you see? Look at it. Look, see that smile? See, that is the light that I'm trying to project with this t-shirt. Okay. So what is it there? Yeah, the Zia symbol, which, you know, we could talk about the philosophical four corners, but basically the Zia symbol is what? Sun, soul, light, right? Behind the eyes. So when we first started with Does Race Exist, what I try to project with this shirt is that you could see it's black, Horace here, but behind the eyes is where we're really gonna have our connections. Let me show you. God's good.
All the time.
All the time?
God's good.
All right, I'm done. Questions?